Oh my heck, this tea is hot. Okay, nope, not yet. Hey guys, so I know it's getting really close to the end of May, which means summer finally! I mean, I'm already off school, which I'm pretty excited about, but for those of you who are still in high school or grade school, you're still in school. And I know that everyone's super excited for summer and just ready to be free and away from all these teachers that are telling you you have to do this and you have to do that. And everyone's just ready to have absolute freedom and recklessness. So I thought before the summer actually started, I would bring you guys 3 of my biggest tips for summer safety. So here we go. Number 1, wear sunscreen. I cannot even iterate how important sunscreen is. For the longest time, I decided not to wear sunscreen because I don't burn very badly, and I just figured, you know, it would be easier for me to get a tan, but that is absolutely not the case. As I've gotten older, I've realized that the sun is only going to damage my skin if I don't wear sunscreen, so sunscreen is very important. When you're trying to pick out a sunscreen, something with an SPF of 30 or higher is probably your best choice, because if you get SPF 30, that's a 97% coverage from UVB rays that are coming in. Anything higher than that will just keep getting closer to 100%. The higher the SPF, the better chances are that you're not going to suffer from a skin damage or skin cancer in the future. Also, when you're trying to pick out a new sunscreen, you probably want to go with water resistant, since in the summer it's super hot and we're all going to sweat. Make sure that when you do apply your sunscreen, you put it on at least 1 hour before you go outside, and then every 2 hours after that, or after you swim or you sweat. If you just apply it once in the morning, it's going to rub off in no time and will do you no good. So make sure that you apply it frequently. Tip number 2, drink lots of water. Like as much as you can get your hands on. The average person should be drinking at least 6 to 8 8-ounce glasses of water each day. Now, of course, you are allowed to drink more than that, but that is just the recommended minimum. However, if you exercise regularly, are sick, or live in a hotter climate, doctors might suggest that you drink even more water than the recommended minimum for average people. With the amount of activity that we all do in the summer, it is very important to stay hydrated. If we can't stay hydrated, then we can't complete the activities that we want to do, such as swimming or going to theme parks. We simply just feel like absolute crap, and then everything's ruined. Wow, Emery, sound like the Dark Lord of all doom. If you do become dehydrated, you run the risk of your body not being able to pump blood to your arteries, which is bad news bears, believe me. Oh gosh, I just said bad news bears. Now, if you're like me, you probably have a lot of trouble drinking water. I would much rather drink coffee or tea, but I've realized that if I don't drink water, I feel so much more fatigued and hungrier, which is not healthy for me at all. So if you suffer from not wanting to drink water like I do, here are a few tips to help you to drink water. Take a water bottle everywhere you go. Literally everywhere. Make sure you always have it on hand, whether it be in your bag or even holding it 24/7. If you have it, you are so much more likely to drink water throughout the day, so it'll really help for people who have trouble drinking water. Also, when you make yourself a drink other than water, make sure to pour yourself a glass of water as well, and you can bring it along with you and alternate between the two. That's actually what I'm doing right now. I've got my cuppa and my water, so I'm making sure to alternate between them to stay hydrated. And tip number 3, drive safely. Now, I probably sound like your driver's ed teachers, and you're probably like, oh my gosh, shut up, I don't care, I know how to drive safely. But when it comes to summer, we feel so much more liberated, free, and reckless than we do in any other season of the year. If you're like me, once you get out of school, you are ready to just do whatever you want to do without anyone telling you what to do. But the reality is that when you're driving, you need to keep your attention on the task at hand. While being reckless is allowed in some activities during the summer, you are not allowed to be reckless when you're driving. If you can drive, you might find yourself traveling more, whether it be for vacations or just for plain adventure. But you have to remember that no matter how reckless you may feel on the inside, there are other people on the road with you, and you have to make sure to keep both yourself and them safe by following the law. Now, that's not to say that you can't have fun while driving, because road trips can be an absolute blast. But you just need to make sure that you follow your area's laws and drive as safely as possible. Tips for driving safely in the summer? This is a big one. Drive the speed limit. Please. It is there for a reason. I know that as young people, speeding makes us feel more liberated and like we can do anything we want and you're going fast and everything is just speeding by and you don't have to worry about anything. But you have to realize that speeding is not only going to put you and the passengers in your car in danger, it's going to put everyone around you in danger. Not only could you be pulled over and given a ticket for speeding, but speeding makes it harder to slow down, and so you're more likely to be in a collision. Make sure to follow the speed limit where you are, so you can stay safe and keep everyone else around you safe. You can still have fun while driving the speed limit. And number 2, make sure that your music is at a decent level. Now, I probably understand more than anyone that listening to music really, really loudly is like the coolest thing ever. But when you're driving, you need to make sure that your music is at a decent level. If your music is so loud that you wouldn't be able to hear a train or a police or ambulance siren, then you probably need to turn it down. If your music is too loud to hear these things, then you might hurt yourself and the passengers in your car. Don't let music put you in a dangerous situation. And number 3, leave the phone alone. Now I know this is something that everyone always talks about, don't talk and drive because it's unsafe. But it really is so unsafe. I know a lot of us think that we're great multitaskers and that we can do anything that we want to at the same time. But multitasking is not something you should be doing while driving. You should be focusing on the task at hand, which is driving. Simple as that. No matter how talented you think you are at multitasking, please just put the phone down. By talking while driving, you greatly increase your risk of hurting you and the passengers in your car, as well as everyone else around you. Additionally, it is illegal to talk and drive in many states. If the phone call is super important, make sure that your car is parked and completely stopped before you take the call. Bottom line is, please leave the phone alone. But yeah, so that's it for my summer safety tips. I hope you guys find them useful and that you are able to use them this summer. If you guys know of any more tips that I left out, go ahead and leave them in the comments below so I can go ahead and check them out. And if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a big like below, and if you thought I was good enough, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you all next time.